Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Hairliciously. Today I wanted to do a quick update on some of the things that's kind of been on my mind. Before I get started, I wanted to give you guys an update of the current status of my hair. Here's how it looks up close. Now, in about a week or so, I'm going to be hitting my 8-month mark. And so I've been very happy with the results so far. At this point, you're really not going to see any more growth. It's more of the density that's going to be thickening up. And you'll see that some of the the empty regions of the hairlines are filling up a little bit, but I still have about 4 more months until I see the final results. So I mean, overall, I'm very pleased. There's really nothing that I can add on to because, like I said, at this stage, you're really not going to be seeing too much of a difference. But I've been contemplating lately on getting a second hair transplant. It's been on my mind for quite some time, and I felt like now would be a good time to let you guys know that I am leaning more towards getting a second hair transplant. Now, I know a lot of you guys are gonna say, "Oh, hey, you're not gonna need a second hair transplant. It looks very good. It looks natural, and the forehead, the hairline is very proportional to my face." And that is true. Honestly, at this point, I don't think I'm gonna need a second hair transplant. It's not like I'm receding on the temples. I don't have any recessions on the crown. And to be honest, I don't think I'm gonna be receding any further, or I'm not gonna have, one of those severe forms of hair loss. But I think it's more of a preference because I do, you guys, I don't know if you guys can pick this up, but based on my, I guess the appearance right now of where the hairline was placed, I still do have a big forehead. It's about 7 centimeters in length, and the average forehead is somewhere around 5 to 6 centimeters. So ideally what I want to do is I want to lower it maybe about half a centimeter to 1 centimeter. And if you guys kind of see, you guys can still see the recession. I kind of wanted to make it less pronounced and make it a little bit more, I guess not a straight line, but to the point where it's not going to be as recessed. So maybe just going straight across here. I think, once I lower my hairline, I think it's going to look a little bit more proportional to the rest of my face. But like I said, I really don't need one, but it's it's one of those things where you keep on getting one and then you just want it to look better and better. Yes, I will be using up more hair grafts to lower the hairline, and I do know that some people are going to be against me getting a second hair transplant. But I've thought about this for a while, and I think I'm gonna be getting that second hair transplant. As far as when, I don't know yet. I still need to plan out when I'm gonna be going back to Korea and hopefully visit Japan. I'm gonna be going to Korea because I try to go there every once every 1 or 2 years just on vacation. But this time I'm gonna be going to Japan as well. So if you guys have watched some of my previous videos, I talk about Replacel, where Shiseido, which they're located in Japan, their headquarters, is doing research on RCH001. And so if I do get the opportunity to go to Japan, I think it'd be nice to go there and then see if I can get any more inside information on when Replacel will be out on the market, how much it's gonna cost, and a lot of those good stuff. So hopefully if everything works out, I want to visit Japan and Korea later this year. I've just started a new job, and there's a lot of new things to learn. It's going to take some time before I kind of adjust, but I do want to plan out my vacation and then end up getting my second hair transplant. Now, they say that it's going to be about 1,000 grafts per every centimeter that you lower. The first one that I got about 1,700 grafts via FUE. And so I might need probably about 1,000 to 1,200 grafts implanted from the portion of my hairline. A lot of you guys might say, hey, you shouldn't get it. You're gonna end up depleting your donor area. That's true, but it's gonna be a risk that I'll be taking. And both sides of my family, they don't really have any severe form of hair loss. And so, at this point, it's almost been a year since I've had my last hair transplant. And if you guys take a look, I really haven't receded past the hair transplanted region. It might be a little hard to see, but I don't see any bald spots or anything like that, or I'm not losing any hair. And so I'm pretty confident. I may be wrong because when it comes to genetics, you never know what's going to happen. You might end up balding once you're 35. You might not bald. You never know. And I'm 29 right now, so there's a chance that I will continue to bald. Um, but so far, everything's been really good. I haven't suffered from any forms of hair loss. I've been taking my pumpkin seed oil, biotin shampoo. A few weeks ago, I started on Reboost. As far as Reboost, I really haven't seen any difference yet. I think it can take anywhere from 3 months to 6 months to see any results, but I'm going to keep you guys updated. But as of now, the Reboost, the laser helmet, really, I don't see anything too noticeable. You know, if anything, it's stabilized. And so everything looks good so far, but just keep in mind, I am thinking of getting the second hair transplant. And so I just really wanted to lower the forehead just a little bit more and maybe bring this down maybe a little bit closer to the temple region here. But I'll keep you guys posted as I approach the day where I get that confirmation where I booked my flight and everything. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is, you know, I've been thinking about this for a while, and you know, if you guys don't know, there's this thing called SMP, which is the scalp micro-pigmentation, and that's where they pretty much tattoo your scalp to create an illusion of density. A lot of people who end up getting hair transplants do get it. For example, if I wanted to get it on the frontal portion of my hairline, I can get the tattoos, and it's pretty much a series of dots which kind of gives a illusion that you have hair there, except for it's kind of more buzzed off. And so if I were to add the SMP onto the frontal portion of my hairline, it would kind of get rid of these, you know, the see-through appearance or the scalp, and it's going to give you that more fuller look, more density to the hairline. And so I'm not trying to get the SMP, but I am thinking of actually going to tattoo school, and then actually trying to open up my own business of doing the SMP tattooing for people who are suffering from hair loss that want to, you know, find a permanent solution to give that illusion of a full set of hair, and also to cover the scars, whether it's from FUT or an FUE. Now, a lot of the people who've gone FUT procedures, they end up getting the SMPs because they want to cover up their scars, and a lot of times the scars do stretch over time, and so you're going to see this big, you know, linear scar on the back of someone's scalp. And what the good thing about SMP is that you can actually put a bunch of little tattoos, you know, resembling your hair follicles, to kind of blend in and give the illusion that the scar isn't there. So I've seen a lot of good results online of people who actually got scar revisions with SMP, and it's very you know, undetectable. It looks very good, natural. Same thing with FUE. If you get FUE, it doesn't mean that you're not going to get any scars. FUE, you're pretty much extracting the donor area. You're using a tool that's usually between 0.7 to 1 millimeters in diameter, and they do create scars as well. For me, it's going to be a little bit hard to see because I have long hair. It's covering the back of my scalp. But for people that do end up shaving their heads, sometimes the scars might stretch as well. And so the good thing about SMP is that you can go ahead and fill in those, you know, those empty areas with the tattoos, so that it's going to give you that illusion of a full set of hair, and it's going to cover up all those tiny, you know, unsightly scars that you might get if you do decide to shave your head. And so I'm really leaning towards going to school for that. It's going to be more of a side job. You know, I've always wanted to open a business, and I think, you know, being in this whole hair industry, and then you're learning about hair transplants, I think it's going to be a good experience just to help people out, and for me to get my feet wet in that kind of business aspect. So yeah, I mean, you know, if everything goes as planned, I'm going to be going to school for that, get my license, and then maybe open up a small business. You know, over the few past months, I've been kind of doing a lot of hairline designs, kind of studying SMPs, different methods, and stuff like that. So if it does work out, I think it's going to be very beneficial for people who are suffering from hair loss. And you know, what I like to do is, hopefully when everything's established and I do end up opening up my own business, I would like to reach out to some of my subscribers to give out free SMPs for those who either want to get their scars fixed, or if they're actually trying to get a full SMP on the back of their scalp. I just want to do something, you know, beneficial to others. But I'll keep you guys updated. I'm not 100% sure yet. Obviously, you know, I'm still working full time. It's going to be something more of a, I guess, a challenge that I'm seeking. So that's pretty much all for today. That's kind of some of the stuff that I kind of wanted to get out to you guys. Let me know what you guys think. You know, nothing's really set in stone. Obviously, it's just kind of like initial talk and just brainstorming and kind of ranting about things that I want to talk about to you guys and share. So if you guys have any suggestions or anything like that, make sure to leave me some comments. I read through all the comments that you guys write, and I try to do my best to kind of respond to each and every one of the comments that you guys write. So please, please feel free to email me, reach out to me. I'm pretty good with responding back to you guys in a timely manner. Once again, thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe because there's going to be a lot of good content that I'm going to be bringing on board. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.